There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time.
Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends. NHL trends and betting picks. I'm going to change the name of the show. I'm going to switch up some stuff here in the next few days, starting with the name. Um, Lots of content coming out today. So obviously there's this show going over the two NHL games. I will be doing my video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it live or not. I'm considering it. So let me know what you think in the chat. The video I'm going to be doing is looking at the Minnesota Wild, Vegas Golden Knights, Los Angeles Kings, Nashville Predators, and St. Louis Blues. I'm going to go through each team's remaining schedule and give my predictions for if they win, lose, overtime, loss, and see who finishes where in the standings after I give my predictions. So, should I do the show live? Do you guys want to watch it live, or would you rather, or do you not care? And then, because I'll either record it and then release it, or I'll do it live. And then the third show of the day will be the show for tomorrow, going over tomorrow's picks. So, lots of content coming out today. We will start by taking a look at what happened yesterday. Unfortunately, a few good days in a row, but yesterday things came back to a screeching halt. But that's what's going to happen. So we'll take a look, starting with this game here. Did pull the trigger on the draw, but it was just an awful spot for the New York Islanders and the Buffalo Sabres. They really got two teams in two really bad spots, facing Detroit and then New York. Both teams were incredibly rough spots coming back from the West, and it showed. Sabres with a 4-0 win here, in full control of this game. So a nice win there for the Sabres. Arizona Coyotes, Detroit Red Wings. I said on yesterday's show that the fight in practice was not a good sign. Now, apparently, other people disagree with me, which is fine. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. And Arizona here with the 4-1 win over this Detroit Red Wings team, and losing Dylan Larkin has just absolutely crippled this team. Because now all of a sudden they don't have his offense, they don't have his leadership. The dressing room is obviously falling apart, and the Red Wings are just in free fall mode. So a really rough game for them. I really should have pulled the trigger on the Coyotes. Boston Bruins, Montreal Canadiens. Alex Newhook over half a point. Unfortunately, did not cash. 2-1 win for the Bruins in overtime. So no points there from Newhook. Rangers money line, Tampa Bay Lightning. This one kind of hurt, I'll be honest. Rangers blowing the lead, 2-0 lead. Tampa Bay winning 6-3, scoring 4 goals in the third period. That was just a rough loss there. Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes. Florida was a dog for a reason. Carolina very pissed off after their 1-0 loss to the Rangers. And they came out here and took it to the Panthers. 4-0 win for the Hurricanes here. So another not as heartbreaking of a loss as against the Rangers, because this game here kind of realized I was out of reach, and it was a loss. I kind of realized pretty early, but that Rangers game, it did hurt. Ottawa Senators, Columbus Blue Jackets. No play for me here in this game. Ottawa with a 3-2 win in a shootout. Back-to-back wins for the Ottawa Senators. Wow. San Jose Sharks, Pittsburgh Penguins. I am so happy I passed in this game. I was leaning San Jose plus 1.5 here in this one, but I did not put my money on the San Jose Sharks, and I'm really happy that that's the case, because a 6-3 win for the Pittsburgh Penguins here in this game. Moving on along, Bobby McMahon over 2.5 shots on goal. Did not get one shot on goal. Got his bag of money, got his 2-year extension, and decided not to show up against the Philadelphia Flyers. So that was a bit upsetting here. It did say he had one shot in the first period, but that got taken away. So I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't going to cash because he just decided not to shoot. So guess he got his money and he's happy with that. This game, Anaheim Ducks, Minnesota Wild, Kaprizov, anytime goal. Cashes again, and he got an assist from Ryan Hartman. So 2 nice wins there in this one. 2-0 win for the Wild. I guess I should have pulled the trigger on the puck line. Lucas Dostal played absolutely amazing last night. Dostal is the only reason this was not 5-0 Minnesota. If John Gibson had been in net last night, it would be a completely different score. Dostal stood on his head and did not get any help whatsoever from this Anaheim Ducks team. Marat Kusidonov, see, I can't even pronounce his name right, but not a lot of people can. Anytime goal, I ended up pulling the trigger plus 400 for the half unit. He didn't score, which is understandable in his debut, but I had to pull the trigger on it for a half unit just in case. Played very well. 4 block shots, 6 for 9 on faceoffs. So obviously he's played one game, but very good the defensive side of his game, and very fast and speedy player. So I'm still very excited about Marat's future. Always good to have a good defensive fast center. You can't really go wrong with that. New Jersey Devils, Dallas Stars, second period live bet over 1.5. Unfortunately, the goals came pretty much right away, and I was not able to get the live bet here in this one. But if you bet it before the period, you won. It's probably like minus 150 or 60 or whatever, but ended up being a winner there if you did bet it. Vegas Golden Knights, Calgary Flames, plus 104. Unfortunately, a loser here. Vegas scored the first goal of the game, and then that was it. They couldn't solve Dustin Wolf. The Flames, 4 goals in the third period, a 4-1 win for the Flames. And we'll get to the standings here in a bit, but this was a game that Vegas should have won if you look at it, and a game that they were going to most likely miss. The wish that they had won later on. Washington Capitals, Seattle Kraken, 2-1 win for the Capitals here, and completely stayed off this game, so not really much to say about that one. And then unfortunately, it was a rough day yesterday. Thank God for the Wild game, but parlay of the day: Trocheck over half a point, Robertson over half a point. Trocheck got there, Robertson did not. If you bought my premium exclusive play of the day on the site yesterday in college basketball, that was a nice winner. So thanks to the people that bought that. That was a nice winner on the site yesterday. But we will take a look at the standings and see how things are looking after yesterday's games. Florida still in first with 94. Boston with 93. Toronto with 84. The Rangers in first with 90. Carolina 4 points behind with 86. Philadelphia with 76. Tampa Bay with 76 after their win yesterday. Islanders and Detroit both with 72. Washington 1 point behind with 71. Buffalo 2 points behind Washington, 3 points out of the playoffs. An extra game played than Detroit. So 2 more games played than the Islanders. So Buffalo not out of it. They are not out of it. New Jersey 4 points out. Technically, they're not out of it. Pittsburgh 5 points out. I'm not going to get any Penguins fans' hopes up because they've dug themselves into a deep hole. But technically, still not out of the race. These 3 teams, they are out of the race, unfortunately, for them. In the Central, still a very close race. Colorado 89, Dallas 89, Winnipeg 87. In the Pacific, Vancouver 92, Edmonton 83, LA Kings 77, Nashville with 80, Vegas with 77, Minnesota with 73, 4 points behind the Vegas Golden Knights, St. Louis with 71, Calgary with 69, Seattle with 68. Then we've got the bottom teams of the Western Conference. We will jump into the chat and see what people are thinking. Dun, 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 dun. Kaprizov, our wild money line, Kaprizov goal, Hartman point money. Yes. The one good game from yesterday. Yesterday, poop. Yeah, I agree. UPL is the best goalie in New York. Also, go Sabres. It's just funny how Devin Levi was the best thing ever, and then now he's in the HL, and Sabres fans aren't talking about him, but they're talking about UPL now. We'll see next year what happens when UPL doesn't continue this play that he's had. Canes, big win for them. Vegas or LA, one of those two are missing the playoffs. We will see. Obviously, I'm doing the show later on, and we will see how things work out because I haven't calculated, and no, I'm not going to be fixing it for the Wild. I'm literally going to go through the schedule, win, loss, overtime, loss for all the games for all 4 or 5 teams, whatever, and then I'll calculate after and see how things work out. But Vegas, LA, one of those teams getting the third spot in the Pacific, the other one could find themselves out of a playoff spot. Canes plus 750 to win the cup. There you go. There you go. Timothy wants me to do the show live. Painter Life also says live. All right. So we'll do it live. Sounds good. I don't know what time because once I finish the show, I have to finish getting that video ready, and then yeah, so we'll figure it out at some time in the afternoon. Turn on the notifications, and you'll find out right away. Did you take the tie between Habs and Bruins? No, I didn't. But great call by you, hockey right wing. Great call. Good day, Terry. Hello, Captain Bry. Salute, Terry. Let's keep the streak going. Yeah, yesterday things kind of ended, but hey, we can jump back on here. The Yotes, Devils, Flames, Caps parlay must have been a nice payout. There you go. Thursday was rough. Yeah, it was. I think I'll bet one NHL play today. It'll be Connor Bedard to score a goal. My favorite player. No, but we'll talk about that game here shortly. Wild prop money. At least something was. Yeah. Thank you to the Wild. Terry, great call yesterday. Kirill Kaprizov 97 goal. Hartman point. Morning from Southern California. Yes, thanks for watching, Kev. It's obviously earlier for you than it is here. And with Kaprizov and Hartman, Kaprizov is just he was injured to start the season. He was not close to 100%. Then he got injured by Winnipeg Jets again, came back. He's 100% now, and he is on fire. And for some reason, Kaprizov really takes off in the second half of seasons. He's started slow every single year, but really heats up in the second half. So it'll be really important if the Wild do want to try to make the playoffs that Kaprizov continues to be the elite and superstar player that he is. But we'll jump into today's games. Poopy slate, I guess, is the best way to describe today's games. But I've got to play in both games, so let's go. Anaheim Ducks plus 325 to plus 348. Winnipeg Jets minus 380 to minus 450 favorites here. And this one, 5.5s right across the board here. Check on goaltenders. Laurent Brossoit confirmed for Winnipeg. Nobody confirmed for Anaheim. Should be John Gibson after Dostal played yesterday. Laurent Brossoit, 11-4-2 with a 2.11 goals against average, 924 save percentage. You cannot ask for anything better than that from your backup. That is just amazing numbers. He's been great all season long. John Gibson, 3.31 goals against average, 893 save percentage. He has not been good all season long. The Ducks have lost 5 of their last 6 games, 3 of the last 4, going over 6.5. Winnipeg, 4-3 in their last 7, having really good games, having a stinker, bouncing back, having another really good game. They are off a stinker against the Preds. No overs, 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. Winnipeg, 15, 2-1 in the last 18 games between these teams. They've taken care of business when they face the Ducks, covering the puck line in 3 of the last 4 games. 2 overs, 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals here. I was intending to look at the puck line here, but it's minus 145, minus 155. I'm not betting that. Obviously, as I've said on the show many times, my cutoff line is minus 135. I have gone past that once all season long. So minus 135 is my cutoff point. And for a puck line, it would have to be an extreme circumstance for me to do that. So minus 145, minus 155, out of my price range. But my play in this game is Josh Morrissey, over half an assist, minus 115 at DraftKings. Morrissey has been the obviously best offensive player for the Winnipeg Jets on the back end. He has an assist in 9 of his last 13 games. You might be saying, well, there's 4 games where he didn't. Well, I think Winnipeg got shut out in 3 of those 4 games. They're not getting shut out by John Gibson tonight. So Josh Morrissey, over half an assist, minus 115. That's the only way I could play this game. If you wanted to get into some same game parlay action, Morrissey, Ehlers, Scheifele, Connor, Monahan, whatever you want to do, I expect goals here from the Winnipeg Jets. Not going to bet the team total, though. I'm just going to stick here with Morrissey assist for this game. Jump up here and see what people are thinking. Yeah, even Evison said Kirill is battling through injury first third of the season. Yeah, on the Cameron Strick pod. Yeah, and that was totally true. Ducks team total under 1.5 plus 140. Wow. All right. Great listen if you haven't, episode a few months ago. All right. Ducks team total under 2.5. Okay, I can see that. Winnipeg wins first period and wins in regulation. Plus 145. Where is Jay Stone? Because that's probably what he's on today. He loves that bet. Still Rowdy Morrissey assist, minus 115. Yeah, I'm taking it with you. Minus 130 is my spot. All right. Yeah, you could. They should. Yeah, they should bet the puck line live. First 3 minutes into the game, you can get a better price. Okay, that's a good idea too. Or if Anaheim somehow scored first, then you could get a nice plus price. So if you want to back the Jets, live is probably the better way. Ducks and Jets under 6.5, no goal in first 5. All right, so you like them parlay together? All right, best of luck. Morning, Terry. Wild puck line, Kaprizov goal, never in doubt. Yes. At least the Wild came through for me yesterday. I want plus money. Yeah, no doubt. I could see the Jets ease their way into this game and don't see the Ducks generate anything. Maybe. I would think that maybe Winnipeg would come out strong here after their last game. But we'll see. Alex saw the follow on the top line with Scheifele and Connor. Okay, so no Ehlers. It might be better to look at a follow here if you're stacking that line together in a parlay. Lean Anaheim plus 2.5, if anything, but pass. Yeah. Maybe if Dosta was playing tonight, maybe, but not with John Gibson. I couldn't. Jets puck line, Connor 2 points, Toffoli 2 points, plus 750. Best of luck. Jets puck line, Morrissey 2 points, plus 351. That's nice. That's a nice price. I follow plus 114 for a point on the top line. Wow. That might be something to look into there. I'll have to look deeper into that. after the show. Um, Player props: Kyle Connor a point in 10 of his last 14 games. Mark Scheifele a point in 7 of his last 9. And as I said, Josh Morrissey an assist in 9 of his last 13. No streaks for the Ducks. Kaloran was on a goal streak, but that's over now. Nobody's contributing for the Ducks consistently right now. So nobody I could look at for the Ducks. I follow 2 points, plus 400. All right. All right. Ducks are dead tonight. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Ducks are bad at hockey. Yes, right now. Kevin is a Ducks fan. I was just talking with him yesterday, and the Ducks have a lot of good prospects. And if they continue to fill up that prospect system, they are going to be good in a few years. So watch out for the Ducks in the future, just not right now. But taking a look at our second and final game on the slate, got the LA Kings and the Chicago Blackhawks. LA minus 263 to minus 280. Chicago plus 220 to plus 247. 5.5s and 6s at different spots here for the total. Looking at goaltenders here, Cam Talbot unconfirmed to start for LA. Arvid Soderblom starting for Chicago. Soderblom has won back-to-back games for the Chicago Blackhawks, both against the Arizona Coyotes, but still back-to-back wins for Soderblom, which is a bit surprising. How are these teams doing recently? LA 4-4-1 in their last 9, up and down, not really scoring a whole lot recently. 3 games in a row under 5.5. 2 of their last 5 going overtime. Chicago has won 3 of their last 4 games. Yes, against Anaheim and Arizona, but they're still wins. 3 of their last 4 going over 6.5. The Kings 4-0-1 in the last 5 games between these teams. 6 of the last 11 meetings have gone to overtime. We get a lot of close games when these two teams face each other. The last 4 all going under 5.5. Cannot believe I'm about to say this. Hell has frozen over. I'm on the Blackhawks today. I know. How could I possibly do this? Blackhawks plus 1.5, minus 110. I pulled the trigger on that. All 3 meetings last year, 2-1 games. LA won 2 of them. The Blackhawks won 1 of them. The Kings are just not consistent right now. I think Chicago comes in here. Not going to say they win this game. Of course, I'd love to see them win this game for the Wild's playoff future. But I think the Blackhawks can keep this game close against the Kings. Not going to pull the trigger on the draw, but I'm sure it's a very nice plus price. I'm just going to go with the Blackhawks plus 1.5. Win this game, lose by 1. Just don't get blown out here by this LA Kings team. Another reason why I do like this, the Kings, nobody's on a streak right now. Fiala was on a bit of a streak, but that's gone cold now. And the Kings are just not getting any consistent offense right now from their lineup. Looking at Chicago, Connor Bedard, Philip Kurashev both have points in 4 of their last 6 games. Tyler Johnson, a point in 4 games in a row. The Blackhawks scored 5 or more in 3 of their last 4. Yes, against Anaheim and Arizona. But that's still in the players' minds of having that success. I think they can carry it over here and keep this game close. So I'm on the Chicago Blackhawks. I can't believe it, but it's happened. Need a Hawks win, Tear. Hopefully, not going to hold my breath, but I think they can keep it close. Blackhawks team total over 2.5. Full game over 5.5. Bedard props. All right. Kempe 2 points. Kings puck line plus 317. Byfield plus 200. Anytime goal. All right. Terry on the Blackhawks. What world are we living in? Hey, I took Nashville and Colorado the other day, and as I said, you got to make money, and The best way to make money in this game is to bet the Blackhawks. I know. I'm insane maybe, but there we go. I'm shocked you like my Blackhawks today. Um, hey, I do. Adrian Kempe over 3.5 shots on goal. Drew Doughty assist plus 112. Drew Doughty has been the one LA Kings player that has been 4 assists in the last 5 games. I'm not sure if they were in the same game. I didn't really look, but Drew Doughty is the one player that has been somewhat consistent lately. I was leaning under 5.5. See, Soderblom's in net. He has won 2 games in a row, but he still gives up 2 or 3 goals, it seems like. The Kings' offense is not there right now. So I could see the under, but I could see the over. All 3 games last year, 2-1 games. So I could see the under, but for me, I'll take the Hawks plus 1.5. Somewhere Alex B. Smith is cackling. Love it, Terry. Many needs a Hawks win. Yeah, I don't think the Hawks win, unfortunately, but I think they can keep it close. So I'll take him plus 1.5. And I already talked to Alex. I messaged him on Twitter and talked to him about this play. Yeah, we already kind of discussed it. Bedard prop, probably. Who else is going to score for them? Well, Tyler Johnson has been good on the third line, so there you go. Seth Jones and Bedard 98 shots and points. All right, best of luck. Arvid Soderblom in net, and the total is 5.5. That's true. Over 5.5. All right. Like Kempe shots, he's back on the top line with Kopitar and Byfield. Okay, he is now. Okay, there you go. Bedard goal plus 180. I have to. I won't be, but yeah, there you go. Kings team total over 4.5 plus 225. Hey, if you like them to get right tonight, just we have not seen their offense. Now Soderblom and Chicago's defense, hey, maybe he does get it going, but I don't know. And that is today's show. Yes, no parlay of the day. I'm sorry, guys. There's 2 games on today's slate, and I like bringing winners. I'm not going to force a parlay on a 2-game slate. I'm sorry. If you did want to parlay something, maybe you parlay Morrissey assist with Blackhawks plus 1.5. The 2 picks I gave out on today's show. Maybe you could do that, but not going to force a parlay of the day today. So none. Most likely, I might be able to find 2 on tomorrow's slate, but none for here. Oh, so as I said earlier on the show, I will be doing a video, and people wanted it live, so we're going to do it live, going over the remaining schedule. It won't be that long, 20 minutes or so, depending on the comments. And we'll look at the remaining schedule, which I will have my predictions all ready for how each of the Western teams in the playoff race, the wild card race, Nashville, Minnesota, LA, Vegas, St. Louis. We'll see how my predictions for each team, see how I think they'll finish the season, and we'll see who lands in a playoff spot and who doesn't. So tune into that. And then later on tonight, going through all 14 games on the slate tomorrow. So lots of content coming up. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe button. Do have a premium play on Picks and Parlays in college basketball again. So you can get that. Starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to get that, it's in the description below on picksandparlays.net. $25. If it loses, you get your money back as a store credit. So best of luck to everyone today. Byfield point, Morrissey point, plus 171. Yeah, if anything, I would go Morrissey point and Bedard point if I was going to do a player point parlay. But yeah. Thanks, Tara. Catch you later. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you for other shows today. Best of luck, everyone.